the motorway basically is 58 or so years old.
Yeah.
It's outlived. It's if it was like you and I, it's getting to retirement, isn't it? It's getting to 60 years, and it should be proceeding on retirement. So definitely the motorway, as I call it, the ex-motorway, is not fit for purpose. We cannot be addressing this through some of the measures that you just said, fixing of street lights, deconstructing toll booths. Whilst these are necessary, the key issue we have is the integrity of that road. And so long as the integrity issue is not addressed, then every other thing that we do, which may be helpful in terms of lighting up for the convenience of road users during the night, it is not sufficient. The basic challenge is getting the ex-motorway to become a motorway. Look, this is touching on our reputation. Could you note that this road is not just used by Ghanaians? Yes, for us it is paramount. It's our national resource, and we should come first. However, it's an international road. Imagining coming to our country for the first time from the eastern part, from Togo towards the capital and beyond, and this is what you experience. Consider that this links to the harbour, and this is the Tema Harbour is the biggest and the most used harbour in this country. So, in terms of economic value that this road actually generates, it's beyond. There shouldn't be any debate. We shouldn't be having this conversation of say, should the road be redone? It should. We cannot argue any other way.
Well, and this is also to you, Reggie. The acting director of public affairs at the Ghana Highway Authority, Cecil Wintum, he says, until there is a national agreement by the whole nation that the motorway must be fixed, these problems will prevail. What do you say to that?
What is the national agreement about this? What is the national agreement about this? This is a road that is there not for the sake that it's a nice to have. This is something that serves a critical purpose. It's an integral part of our economic infrastructure. So how can we say that there should be a national consensus? Why are we even thinking about that, or even defining it in those terms? I don't get what the acting director of public affairs is trying to convey. The road must be fixed. It must be, and by the way, earlier on you had played a clip which had the Kojo Frimpo on it, which was talking about the government at that time prioritizing the road. Why did the government then prioritize it? Did it go around the country consulting that, we all need to agree to do this because we don't have X, Y, Z? No. It's already there. It's something that must be done. We don't need any other talk. We don't need any other resources to be put into a conference to say, let's go and sit and talk about it. No way. We don't need that. All that we need is that this, like you rightly said, is killing people every day. It's causing psychological and emotional stress to people every morning and every evening. Lost productivity. I'm not a labor economist, but if you are to sit down and to calculate the amount of time we spend on slowing down, it took me 7 minutes just to traverse the portion between the Way Bridge and and where the bridge is, where a couple of months ago they had to reinforce it. It took me 7 minutes. Compound it with all the vehicles that use it this morning or every other morning, and that will tell you the cost that we are faced with. So we don't need any discussion, any agreement. I'm sorry about that.